Are you going to tell me it's not true?
It's true, Mr. Chair.
Yes. O naman. I will find that out kung sabihin mong hindi true.
Wala po akong kinalaman, Mr. Chair, sa pagkamatay ni Mayor Halili, Mr. Chair.
Would it be correct to say that it is your intention to give an impression na wala ka doon nung pinatay si Mayor Halili?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Kunyari lang, assuming lang, it does not in any way absolve you from your possible involvement in the killing incident. The way Mayor Tony Halili was murdered requires careful preparation, grand design, which presupposes a number, if not huge number, of personalities involved. Hindi po ito kaya ng isang tao lang, ng dalawang tao lang, or perhaps kahit tatlong tao lamang. In other words, I am certain that there is a theory of conspiracy in the killing of Mayor Tony Halili. You have to realize, Major Albotra, that the testimony that was given by Colonel Garma started with the President down to the police operatives. Yours is not even a pinch of that totality.
Congressman Abante, you're now recognized.
Before I ask the very people I'd like to ask, Colonel Patay, you're lying. In fact, when we had the committee hearing in the human rights, you even said that more than 100 people were killed when you were the station commander of Batasan.
Mr. Chair, I was not the one telling that.
Who said that?
It was only the information was only given to this committee, Mr.
We
Chair.
even invited your men, a certain major, and 4 other policemen. Andun ka, hindi ba? Inimbisigahan namin yan. Sinabi nila, nakapatay sila. Marami silang napatay. Oo. Marami silang binaril. Hindi nila alam kung sila nakapatay. Oo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, and then they were under you. You were the one that gave the order. Colonel Patay naman. Alam mo kung ilan na namatay dun sa ano mo sa lugar mo Oh. Colonel Patay, Mr. Chair, sagutin mo.
As I've said, Mr. Chair, I was not able to confirm the number. As far as I can
You
remember,
better submit to us a report of how many were killed when you were the station commander in Batasan. Okay?
So far on the reports, Mr. Chair, I
You
don't have the report.
submit to us a report.
I will ask the command, Mr. Chair. I will.
That's
try
true. You submit to us a report. Because if you do not submit to us a report, I'll be compelled to cite you in contempt here.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay.
It was already an instruction, Mr.
Okay,
Chair.
Mr. Chair, let me ask Colonel Garma here. Colonel Garma, do you have any ulterior motive when you told us the story of Captain Albotra telling you about what he told you? Do you have any ulterior motive on
My
that?
only motive, Mr. Chair, is to tell the truth.
Oh, the only motive,
Mr. Chair.
Captain Albotra, is to tell the truth. Now, let me also ask you, Colonel Garma, the story of Captain Albotra telling you about what he told you. Do you have any ulterior motive on
My
that?
only motive, Mr. Chair, is to tell the truth.
Oh, the only motive,
Mr. Chair.
Captain Albotra, is to tell the truth. Now, let me also ask you, Colonel Garma, why do you think that Captain Albotra told you that kind of a story?
I think in confidence, Mr. Chair, and perhaps impressed me that he is cooperative in the war on drugs, Mr. Chair. I think that is his intention during that
Oh.
time.
Captain Albotra, I think it's good for you to tell the truth to us now. Because look, it is her telling you that you're lying. And it is you that is telling us here today that she's lying. So, Captain, it's good for you to tell the truth now. Ang palagay mo? Alam na namin eh.
I'm only speaking of the truth, Mr. Chair.
No, you're not speaking the truth, Captain Albotra.
Yun po ang katotohanan.
Sinabi ko
Mr.
nga
Chair.
sa iyo eh. Oh. It would be Colonel Garma who's telling a lie and you are telling us the truth. Eh malabo yun. Siguro kinakailangan na because look before this hearing is over, I will even be the one, if not Congressman Paduano, I'll be the one to make a motion to hold you in contempt. And you be detained here. Tell us the truth now.
I will be lying, Mr. Chair, if I will,
Well, okay. Okay, it's up to
sabi
you.
po ako na tama po si Ma'am Gato, Mr. Chair.
Councilor Tamisin, you mentioned a moment ago that it was only seconds, di ba? After the police found out that Mayor Perez got killed. Ano ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor. When he was shot 3 times, when he went down, you will see that the van is already leaving at that time.
Okay. So other question is this, Mr. Chair. How about the getaway car? Did you see the getaway car? Do you know about the getaway car?
Your Honor, I have seen only the getaway car through that video, Your Honor.
Oh. Eh di mas magaling kang investigador kaysa sa mga pulis natin sa Los Baños. Colonel Verduque. Oh, hindi ba when you investigate a killing na pinapatawag niyo ang SOCO?
Yes, sir.
Oh, pinatawag niyo yung SOCO. Andun yung SOCO, di ba?
Yes, sir. They are part of the...
Secondly, hindi ba when you investigate a killing, you also find out if there's a getaway car, hindi ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hindi niyo nakita. Wala kayong nakitang getaway car.
Meron, sir. Yung nasa video, sir,
So, anong ginawa nyo? Hinabol mo nyo ba o anong nangyari?
there were several follow-up operations, sir, to...
No, that day, that hour, nung nakita nyo sa video, kailan nyo nakita sa video? Kailan? After several hours?
Yes, sir. After we were able to
Is it
verify...
not that you as an investigator should scour the place because the getaway car would not be able to get out easily?
Yes, sir.
Or perhaps, Chief of Police Garduque, alam nyo na police ang bumatay kay Mayor Perez at pinabayaan nyo makaalis ang getaway car.
No, sir.
The thing is, kanina, nakita na natin itong si Colonel Tamisin is even a moral advocate in this... Councilor Tamisin is even a moral advocate right here in Los Baños. That he is a peaceful man. Inaanak ito ng mayor. Nakakapagtaka na merong political motivation dito. You were telling us that one of your reports says that part of that would be politically motivated? Is that the kind of observation and investigation you have in this killing, Colonel Garduque?
Sir, it's a collective decision of the SITG during that time.
Will you please submit to us your written report on the incident?
Yes, sir.
Will please
Yes, sir.
submit it to us, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Chairman, thank you, Congressman Abante. Congressman Acop, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pwede po bang i-move na imbitahin natin sa susunod na hearing yung DPRM
para ibigay sa atin yung PDS lahat ng mga pulis na involved ngayon. The former provincial director of the province of Batangas, when Mayor Halili was assassinated, I think it was Police Colonel E.Q. Quilates, the COP of Tanawan during that event. The same with Los Baños, and the members of the SITG created by the Region 4A to investigate the matter and to bring with them the respective investigation report. May I move also to invite the regional director during that time. I think he's now the mayor of Silang Cavite. Now, Colonel Patay,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
kayo po ay tinanong ko na ito noon na na-reassign kayo from Mindanao to NCRPO. Tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At meron din pa kayong mga kasamang non-commissioned officer.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sa lahat po ba ng assignment mo nung napunta ka rito sa NCR, kasama mo yung mga tao mo?
Sa Station 6, Mr. Chair, kasama ko, pero nung paglipat na, hindi na po.
Paglipat saan?
Sa Region 4A at saka sa Region 3, Mr. Chair.
Sa Region 4A as CIDG Chief.
Yes, Mr.
Hindi
Chair.
mo na dala yung tao mo.
Hindi na lahat, Mr.
Saan
Chair.
mo sila iniwan?
After Station 6, Mr. Chair, they were assigned to different units.
Hindi sa CIDG?
Not, Mr. Chair.
Hindi sa CIDG?
After, Mr. Chair, may nakasama ko sa CIDG sa Region 3. Yung iba po, Mr. Chair, sa PSPG at saka sa Maritime po.
So, nakasama mo yung iba na galing sa Mindanao sa Region 3 CIDG.
Yes,
Kasi
Mr. Chair.
malalaman ko rin yun dahil...
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Huwag ka magsisinungaling.
No, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Malalaman ko rin yun eh. Alam ko kung paano.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Captain Albotra, sinabi mo rin kanina, matransfer ka from Region 7 to Region 4A, may kasama kang mga non-commissioned officer.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Naibalik din sila kasama mo.
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Kasi nakikita ko may pattern eh. May pattern na yung mga may mission ay talagang by team sila o grupo na pinatransfer. Now, may I ask Napolcom, if you transfer personnel from one region to another, what is the policy?
Your Honor, they're not supposed to bring their personnel in their former assignments. The officers to be assigned in the new station are supposed to lead and adapt to the new working environment. That is not supposed to be the case. We realize that even when they will be transferred, they would be intending to do something about it. That's why they are bringing in their people.
Yeah, and if ever there's going to be a transfer, there's a protocol to be followed. The losing unit commander would agree to it, and the receiving unit commander would accept them. Hindi po ba tama yun?
Yes, Your Honor. Considering that there are also officers who have a career, who have been staying in that particular station for quite a time, that is also due to be promoted. And if they would be overtaken by an assignment coming from elsewhere, that would be an issue to contend with. It is not at all a practice we are tolerating, Your Honor.
But the PNP has not followed that.
Yes,
As you
Your
can
Honor.
see.
Sadly, Your Honor, that is more being breached than followed, Your Honor.
And if my hunch is correct, ito po ay direct order ng Chief PNP for the issuance of orders. May tawag po sila ron eh. Hindi po ba? Nangyayari. from Mindanao to NCRPO, from Region 7 to Region 4A.
Yes,
Kasi meron silang purpose. Can you not see the pattern? They have been violating our rules and regulations kasi meron silang ipinapagawa sa mga opisyal at sa NCO na ito. You can see the pattern.
Yes, Your Honor, and that could only happen from a higher echelon of authority. It cannot be done at the lower echelon.
Kaya nga sabi ko, it's from the Chief PNP. Orderan lang niya yung DPRM eh. Nangyayari naman talaga yun. To issue orders. Hindi ba?
Yes, Your Honor, that's very
Yes. Now, ito wala pa akong kwan eh, kaya hindi ako nagtatanong masyado sa iyo, Captain Albotra, dahil kwan. Pero I can see na sa iyong mga assignments from 2018 to 2024, saan assignment ka pinakamatagal na nag-stay?
Sa Cebu City po, Mr. Chair.
Ilang taong ka ron?
Mga 3 years po yata, Mr. Chair.
3 years. Doon sa labas ng Cebu, ano ang pinakamatagal mong assignment?
After po ba ng Cebu City, Mr. Chair?
Doon sa labas ng Cebu. Ang laki ng Pilipinas eh. Ang sabi ko lang, outside of Region 7, saan ka pinakamatagal na na-assign?
Mr. Chair, sa Pro 8 po yata, Mr. Chair.
Pro 8.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Gano'ng katagal doon?
Mr. Chair, 1 year po yata, Mr. Chair. 1
Ha?
year. 1 year po, Mr. Chair, more or
1 year.
less.
So, ang pinakamaiksi mo dito sa Region 4A when you were assigned sa Calamba Police Station?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Kasi nakapagtataka yun, iho eh. Itra-transfer ka sa isang lugar, hindi ka mag-isa. May kasama ka na tao mo, I presume. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, tao
sir.
mo yun. Are you going to tell me it's not true?
It's true, Mr. Chair.
Yes. O naman. I will find that out kung sabihin mong hindi true. Kasi transfer ka. So paano nangyari yun na itina-transfer ka kasama mo yung mga tao mo?
If I may answer, Mr. Chair.
Tinatanong nga kita eh.
Then, the COP of Calamba City, Mr. Chair, Lieutenant Colonel Ulsano, asked me kung pwede ba ako sumama sa kanya, Mr. Chair. Doon sa Calamba po.
Hindi mo sinasagot eh. Pero yun mo, transfer ka from Region 7 to Region 4A. Hindi lang ikaw, pati yung tao mo. Normally, ang tinatransfer yung opisyal, naiiwan yung mga tao eh. Bakit ganun?
Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon naman po, Mr. Chair, may
Ano?
until now, Mr. Chair, may mga
Hindi mo sinasagot
assignment.
yung katanungan ko.
Pardon, Mr. Chair?
Ang katanong ko sa iyo, bakit ikaw, hindi ba normally ang opisyal, pag tina-transfer from one position to another, especially outside the region, mag-isa lang siya. Maliban lang kung may gagawin sa lugar na yon. Or mayroong rason kung bakit kailangan niya, yung tao niya, nakasama niya.
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Ha?
May rason po, Mr. Chair.
May rason.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Ano kaya yung rason na yon? Bakit sinamahan ka ng dalawang tao mo?
Mr. Chair, ako po mismo ang nag-request sa kanila, Mr. Chair, kung papayag sila kasi
Hindi yun ang tatanungin mo eh. Ang tatanungin mo yung commander mo kung papayag na mawalan siya ng 2 tao. Kasi normally, ang kwan doon is pag nawalan ng PNCO yung isang unit, may kapalit dapat.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I agree,
No,
Mr.
kaya nga. Bakit 2? Ni-request mo. Ang tikas-tikas mo naman. Maliban lang talaga kung merong iniutos sa'yo, kaya pinasama yung 2 kasama sa'yo. Hindi ba?
Mr. Chair, sinama ko po sila, Mr. Chair, kasi kinailangan ko rin po, Mr. Chair, ng magpapagkatiwalaan, Mr. Chair. At pumayag naman po sila, Mr. Chair.
Sige, kasi wala pa akong kwan dito eh. Ang tinatanong ko lang, yung nakikita ko na pattern na nangyayari. Kasi sa lahat ng may mga kwan, may mga nangyayari na EJK, may mga isang team na nag-ooperate. Ikaw, maring hindi ikaw ang kwan, ang shooter or gunman. Hindi naman ako naniniwala na ikaw siguro ang gunman. Ikaw lang siguro yung kwan. Kasi alam ko naman na ang police operation kwan bago sila gagawa ng ganun merong kung tawagin natin magke-casing at saka surveillance muna At ikaw siguro yun. Thank you. Colonel Garduque, you said a while ago that as part of the evidence, you submitted to the prosecutor or to the court yung video na present kanina ni Honorable Fernandez. Ulitin ko, would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor, sir.
Yes. Now, can you please give to us or submit to this committee all the records pertaining to the case that you have filed against former Councilor Tamisin?
Yes, sir. We will do that, sir.
We'll do that. Now, mag-usap tayo. Lalaki sa lalaki. Kung wala yung video na ebidensya, I will cite you in contempt. O bakit matagalan ka mag-isip?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If the video is not submitted as official evidence of the case that you filed against former Councilor Tamisin, I will move to cite you in contempt for lying to me.
Yes, sir.
Sigurado ka, Usapan lalaki yan. Now, did you conduct a cartographic sketch?
No, sir.
O bakit may sketch na pinapakita si Honorable Fernandez kanina?
It was the illustration, facial recognition sketch by the...
I know, kasi imbestigar ako dati, kaya nga alam ko na ang tawag doon, cartographic sketch by a cartographer.
It was a computer illustration by
Oo,
the...
kasi bago na ngayon.
Opo, sir.
Parating pa lang yung equipment na yon nung ako ang chief ng CIS.
Yes,
at ang mga sample ng mga ilong, mga mata, mga bunganga ay galing po doon sa Bureau of Correction. Alam ko yun, iho. Kaya ito, cartographic sketch, hindi na yung cartographer ang gumagawa.
Opo, sir.
Kuwan na ito, computer na.
Yes, sir.
Sasabihin lang kung anong klaseng kilay, anong klaseng mata, at saka anong klaseng bibig. Di ba?
Tama po, sir.
Oo. Oo naman, no? So, kung sino yung witness ninyo na nagbigay nito, nag-describe sa suspect?
I could not remember na, sir, but I will check the record, sir, doon sa
Yes, sa
isinabmit
susunod
namin sa
natin
court.
pagkikita,
Opo,
masasabi mo na siguro sa akin.
Yes, sir.
Kasi siya ang nakakita sa suspect, di ba?
Yes, sir. Tama, sir.
Oh, kasi pwede naman yung gawa-gawa yun eh. And may I know, when you file the case, ilan po yung nagbigay ng sworn statements para i-point si kay former Councilor Tamisin as the suspect? Meron ba kayong witnesses? na prinisinta?
Meron, sir, kaya lang hindi ko pa masiguro kung ilan yun, sir. I will also check our data, sir, doon sa...
Sama ka sa SITG. Eh kung ako ang opisyal mo, paano kita promote sa full kernel kung hindi mo alam yung trabaho mo?
Sorry, sir, nakalimutan ko na rin kasi, sir. Pero I promise, sir, next meeting, i-ano namin yung...
Pero hindi mo nakakalimutan na magsuot ng brief every morning after taking a bath.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Pero nakalimutan mo kung sino ang witness mo.
Yes, sir, nakalimutan ko na po, sir.
So, you will provide that, yung mga witnesses. Now, you said a while ago na yung motive ay political. May I know the basis of that?
Actually, sir, the one of the respondent is kalaban niya dati sa politika. That is why...
Sino? Pakiulit.
Yung respondent doon sa kaso, sir, si Mr. Sir Tamisen, is nakalaban niya doon sa Los Baños, sir.
Anong ibig mong sabihin sa nakalaban?
They... naglaban sila, sir, to the position of mayor.
Position of mayor?
Yes, sir.
Nagkalaban sila. So si former councilor Tamisin tumakbo na mayor laban kay Mayor Cesar Perez.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Would that be correct?
Yes, Your Honor. 4 po kami.
Yapat. So, bakit po siya ang sinentro nyo? Eh, kung 4 sila magkalaban, anong ginawa nyo sa 3?
Hindi ko na ma-recall, sir, yung mga circumstances surrounding kung bakit na...
Magkikita pa rin tayo,
Yes,
Colonel.
sir.
At
Yes,
baka sa susunod, iko-contempt ka ni Congressman Paduano. Kasi hindi nyo ma-explain sa akin eh. Matanong ko nga, anong baril ang ginamit?
Hindi ko na rin matandaan, sir. Nasa report namin, sir, doon sa sinubmit namin sa Piskalya, sir.
Do you know the answer, former councilor?
Yes, Your Honor. I saw the report of the SOCO. It's 5.56 millimeter.
Hindi. Anong klaseng baril?
M16, Your Honor.
M16. Hindi mo alam, matandaan? Colonel Garduque.
Sorry, sir. Honestly, hindi ko na matandaan lahat, sir. Yung
Kasi, para bang, number 1, haphazard ang investigasyon nyo. Number 2, hindi mo sineryoso yung pag-iimbestiga. Di ba? Being the chief of police. And that was your main responsibility then. Tama? Oh, ano?
Yes, sir.
Now, si Andulan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung kayo ang nag-serve ng warrant of arrest against former Councilor Tamisin, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dahil sa informant ninyo?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Pwede ba malaman ng pangalan ng informant ninyo?
I already submitted, sir.
O pwede na sabihin mo ng publiko, what's wrong with that?
For the security of the informant.
Ano
sir.
ang legal basis mo nun? Is he an official informant of the Philippine National Police such that you are not allowed to disclose the names of such? Huwag mo ako turuan, iho.
Yes, sir.
Alam na alam ko naman na tinatago mo lang eh. Gusto kong malaman, anong pangalan ng dalawa?
Alias Mike and Benny,
Bakit
sir.
naniniwala ka sa isang alias? Huwag ka bang sinungaling?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong pangalan? If you refuse to answer my question, I'll move to cite you in contempt.
The number 1 informant, sir, is Maiko Cruzin Cruzim, Your Honor.
Ano?
Maiko Cruzim, Your Honor.
Miko.
Maiko, M-A-C-A-O po.
M-A-C-A-O. Macau? M-A-C-A-O?
Yes, sir. Maiko.
Spellingin mo nga yung Miko.
Mike, Alpha, India, Charlie, Oscar po, sir.
M-A-I-C. Oh. Miko, anong apelyido?
Cruzim, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Phonetics. Charlie. Oh, hindi mo rin alam yung kwan mo. Kung
Cruzim,
sakali-
sir, Cruzim.
Ha?
Cruzim, sir.
Romeo.
Yes, sir. Charlie, Romeo, Uniform, Sierra, India, Mike, sir.
Cruzim. At sino yung isa?
His friend from Batangas, sir, Venice de la Cruz.
Ano?
Venice de la Cruz,
Venice.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Lalaki o babae?
Lalaki po. Babae, Mr. Chair, Your Honors.
And this lady is from Batangas.
Yes, sir. Yung Maiko po is from Los Baños.
Yeah. Konsyal, kilala nyo ba yung kwan? Maiko Crossing?
Yes, she's from Los Baños po, si Maiko, pero yung De La Cruz po, hindi ko po kilala.
Yes. Hindi kayo magkaaway ni Maiko Crossing?
Hindi naman po.
Hindi. Kasi, ang next na tanong ko, bakit niya alam kung saan po kayo?
Si Maiko Cruzim po ay ex ko po. Ex-girlfriend ko po.
Babae rin to, Maiko?
Apo.
Yes, sir.
Babae
Ex-girlfriend
po
niya
yan.
po, Mr. Chair.
Ex
Your
na
Honor.
girlfriend mo. Di ba may asawa ka?
Wala na po. Nag-asawa na po ang asawa ko sa
Ano,
US po.
hiwalay kayo?
May asawa na po siya. Pilot.
I'm sorry. So, dalawang babae ang informante mo. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit tinanong ka kanina, hindi mo sinagot. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
O dahil ayaw mong sabihin dahil dalawang babae pala.
No, Mr. Chair.
No.
I will submit naman po.
Now, next na tanong, yung tinanong din nila, kasi ang warrant of arrest is addressed to all law enforcers. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Ngayon, alam mo na yung krimen ay nangyari sa Los Baños.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Did you ever talk with or coordinate with the CIDG of the province of Laguna?
Through phone call, Lieutenant Colonel Sobrepeña, I talked to him through phone call, sir, that yun po, sir.
Kasi, ang pinagtataka ko, Iho, yung isang informant mo from Los Baños, pumunta pa sa Batangas para sabihin sa iyo kung nasaan si Konsehal. Bakit hindi siya pumunta doon sa CIDG ng Laguna? Bakit
Sir,
kaya?
Sir, the first informant, sir, went to Batangas kasi kaibigan niya po si Venice, sir. Both of them are
So
senior.
what's the logic behind that? Magkaibigan sila. Pero bakit sa iyo pa rin pumunta? Hindi doon sa Kwan. CIDG ng Laguna.
Sir, yung isang tao ko po kasi, under the name of Pems Brosoto, sir, Apolinario Brosoto, kakilala niya po itong si Venice. Ngayon, sir, si Maiko, he went to Los Baños to Batangas para in-confess doon po sa kaibigan niya si Venice, so also a singer. And then, ayun po, sir, Pems Brosoto came up to me and sabi, sir, may info po, na yung location, whereabouts ni Mr. Norbin Tamisin. So, ayun po, sir, sabi ko naman, ay conduct validation kung totoo nga na may warrant po si Mr. Tamisin, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Okay, normally kasi hindi ko alam ngayon. Dati-rati, kino-coordinate doon sa CIDG na having jurisdiction of the incident. Now, Councilor Tamisin, magkaaway ba kayo ng girlfriend mo? Did you separate peacefully?
No, Your Honor.
No. Nag-away kayo?
Hindi rin po, Your Honor.
So, okay lang yung pag-iwalay nyo?
Siya naman po nakipag-iwalay. At siya'y
kasi
mag-abroad.
nagtataka ako, bakit siya pumunta doon sa Batangas, nagsabi siya sa kanyang mga kaibigan na alam niya kung nasaan ka at wanted ka.
Kasi po may inilabas na reward yung mga taong gustong mahuli ako. Hindi ko lang alam kung yun po ang isa sa motibo. Like for example,
So, may reward para mahuli ka? Would that be true?
Hindi ko po alam yung sa reward, Your Honor. Pero sa balita po, sir, nabalitaan ko po na meron daw po, sir.
Hindi mo alam pero nabalitaan mo. How is that? Nung nabalitaan mo, di alam mo na?
Di, sir, during the arrest po, sir, hindi ko po alam na may reward. But when we reviewed yung sa news nga, sir.
Oh, sino na ngayon na nabalitaan mo na nag-offer ng reward? Di ba? Sabi mo, sagot mo sa akin, nabalitaan mo na may
Yes, sir.
reward. Tama? Ano
Yes, sir.
ang nabalitaan mo kung sino ang nag-offer ng reward?
I think the LGU, sir, and yung family niya po, sir.
LGU and the family.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Your Honor, tama naman po yung family. At the same time, the Sangguniang Bayan passed an ordinance allotting at least 500,000, if I may not mistaken, but they forgot the colatilla. Because they were rejoicing when I was apprehended, they forgot that the colatilla stated if after po magkaroon ng desisyon na ako'y guilty. Kaya they were very happy when I was apprehended, but naging malungkot sila nung makuha yung kopya ng ordinansa na may colatilla pala na dapat may desisyon na ako po ay guilty. Kaya hindi po niya nakuha yung sa LGU.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will ask my other questions when the other officers are present in the next hearing. Marami pong salamat.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr.
Ako.
Chair.
Next to interpolate is Congresswoman Jinky Luistro. You are recognized. You have 10 minutes.
Few questions for Major Albotra. Major, in your affidavit, you gave a complete account of your whereabouts by the date, by the time. Can you please enlighten us? What is your intention in giving the complete account of your whereabouts?
Mr. Chair, Madam, kasi po Mr. Chair, wala pong ibang maaring dahilan kung bakit lumabas po yung chismis na yun, kundi yung short assignment ko po sa Calamba, Laguna na nalify nga po, Madam. Kaya po, hinalungkat ko po kung saan ako ng mga times na yon. Based po doon sa plane ticket ko at saka yung normal na proseso po ng police na nagko-courtesy call until such time po na may order, and kung doon ko po na madam yung mga tickets ko po doon ko po na recover, ma'am.
Major, you also mentioned about your plane tickets. Why do you have to include your flight bookings in your intention to give the complete account of your whereabouts? Ano pong intention nyo? Bakit nilalatag nyo etong mga whereabouts nyo during those time, including your plane tickets?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, I'm just showing the committee, Mr. Chair, and prove that wala po akong kinalaman, Mr. Chair, sa pagkamatay ni Mayor Halili, Mr. Chair.
Would it be correct to say, Major Albotra, that you are trying to give an impression na wala ka doon sa lugar when I am referring to the killing of Mayor Tony Halili? Would it be correct to say that it is your intention to give an impression na wala ka doon nung pinatay si Mayor Halili?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
That is your intention in presenting all these documents.
To show, Mr. Chair, na ang pagka-assign ko po doon, Mr. Chair, is dumaan po sa proseso, Mr. Chair, until such time po na nalify po yung order ko at na umuwi na po ako, Mr. Chair, balik sa Cebu, Mr. Chair.
Major Albotra, are you aware of the defense of alibi? What do you understand about alibi?
Yun pong sabihin mo po na wala ka dyan, Mr. Chair.
And that is your intention in giving this complete account. You wish to give an impression na wala ka dun sa Tanawan City or any of the immediate vicinity when the killing incident against Mayor Tony Halili happened. Do you agree with me?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
But you have to understand, Major Albotra, that alibi, to become admissible, it must be physically impossible for you to be in that place or in any of its immediate vicinity. Do you think that after presenting your complete whereabouts, including the plane ticket, you have established already that physical impossibility to be there in Tanawan City?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Please understand, Major Albotra, that what you presented is just a plane ticket. It only shows that you are booked on that date, on that plane, on that flight. But it does not in any way prove at all that you really took that flight and you were in Cebu during that date.
Mr. Chair, I think pwede naman po siguro ma-verify natin, Mr. Chair, sa airlines, Mr. Chair, if indeed the tickets were boarded, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Since you have started presenting this plane ticket, you might as well present also the manifesto of that flight and show to us that you're included among the passengers who took that flight. But nevertheless, Major Albotra, even assuming for the sake of discussion na ikaw nga ay nasa Cebu, kunyari lang, assuming lang, it does not in any way absolve you from your possible involvement in the killing incident. The way Mayor Tony Halili was murdered requires careful preparation, grand design, which presupposes a number, if not huge number, of personalities involved. Hindi po ito kaya ng isang tao lang, ng dalawang tao lang, or perhaps kahit tatlong tao lamang. In other words, I am certain that there is a theory of conspiracy in the killing of Mayor Tony Halili. Having said that, Major Albotra, I wish to tell you na kahit mapatunayan mong nasa Cebu ka, meron tayong mga tinatawag na principal by inducement, principal by indispensable cooperation, who, even without their physical presence, may be equally liable to the crime because of the theory of conspiracy. Do you understand, Major?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I wish to manifest as well the very spontaneous testimony of Colonel Garma about you mentioning to him, to her, and even trying to boast upon the fact that you are part of the killing incident against Mayor Tony Halili. The testimony is very spontaneous. It is very natural. And we do not see any reason why we should not believe that testimony of Colonel Garma. Unless Major Albotra, you will be able to prove motive against Colonel Garma. We may be inclined to reconsider this position. Can you please try to think harder? May galit po ba sa inyo si Colonel Garma? Ano po ba ang posibleng dahilan kung bakit kayo i-implicate ni Colonel Garma amid your claim of absolute innocence?
Mr. Chair, I can only think of two reasons, Mr. Chair. Unang-una po, masyado na pong confused at mabigat na po ang dinadaanan ni ma'am. Kaya gusto niya na po sigurong ipasa ang burden, Mr. Chair. Pangalawa, yung Barayuga murder case po, Mr. Chair, baka naiipit na po si ma'am. Kaya po, gusto niya na siguro pong i-divert ang atensyon ng Quadcom na ito, Mr. Chair. At saka, si Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza po, Mr. Chair, siya po ay classmate ko. Baka po nagalit na rin si ma'am sa class namin, Mr. Chair.
You have to realize, Major Albotra, that the testimony that was given by Colonel Garma started with the President down to the police operatives. Yours is not even a pinch of that totality. At kagaya po ng tinanong kanina ng ibang members ng Quad, why of all the police officers in the entire country, why you? If she indeed is not telling the truth.
Can I answer, Mr. Chair?
Yes.
Sa totoo lang, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po talaga alam, Mr. Chair. Yun lang pong reason na yun ang naisip ko. Pero kung you try to background me po doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair, wala pong maniniwala, Mr. Chair, na ako ay ganong klaseng tao. Hindi po ako mayabang. Tahimik nga lang po ako, Mr. Chair. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Now, Major, I wish to invite your attention to paragraph 12 of your affidavit. Sabi mo dito, even my subsequent career promotion and assignments debunks any notion of being rewarded or incentivized due to any allegations of killings. Do you know for a fact that the reward system exists? Yes or no?
Mr. Chair,
Yes or no?
partly yes po, Mr. Chair, partly no.
Partly yes. Enlighten us, which part of the reward system are you aware of?
Mr. Chair, what I am trying to elaborate here, Mr. Chair, ako po ay tapon-tapon din, Mr. Chair, sa aking assignments. Yung promotion ko, kita nyo naman, Mr. Chair, hanggang ngayon, hindi pa ako napopromote. And kung totoo, Mr. Chair, na talagang party ako nung pagpatay kay Mayor Halili, siguro po maganda po yung assignment ko, Mr. Chair. Hindi po ako binalik doon sa Cebu, Mr. Chair. Tapos, yes, Mr. Chair.
So when you speak about reward system, you are pertaining only to promotion and assignment? Is that what you mean?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Then you could have used the word promotion and assignment and not reward. Why did you use the term reward? What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
I have no personal knowledge on that, Mr. Chair. I did not partake on that.
If you do not have a personal knowledge, this representation would not mind if that is a hearsay. What do you understand about the reward system? Because certainly, this is not about promotion. this is not about a choice of assignment. Otherwise, you should have indicated that in paragraph 12. What do you understand about the reward system of the war on drugs?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, yun po ang aking ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, when I write here in my affidavit, the word reward, Mr. Chair, and
Did you read your
Incentivized.
affidavit before you signed?
yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Sino po ang gumawa ng affidavit nyo?
Yung lawyer ko po, Mr. Chair, in my presence, siya po ang Mr. Chair.
If your intention really is to pertain to promotion and choice of assignment, Major Albotra, bakit hindi yon ang ginamit mong terminologies?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, yun po talaga ang ibig sabihin ng kung ikaw ay ma-rewarda ng assignment o magandang assignment or promotions po, Mr. Chair.
With that, Major Albotra, you are denying the reward system which was testified to already by Colonel Garma, by Colonel Espinosa, by Colonel Santi, as well as the pronouncements made already by the then President and the other senators all over the media. Are you denying all this?
Mr. Chair, there are rumors about that, Mr. Chair, but I have no direct knowledge on that, Mr. Chair.
There are rumors, but you do not have direct knowledge. Now let's go back to paragraph 12. You said that you did not receive any incentive or reward. If you did not receive any, then who received the incentive and the reward?
I do not have any knowledge on that, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
I hope you realize also, Major Albotra, that plain denial does not have a weight in the law on evidence. You have to substantiate by positive evidence all the testimonies that you're offering to the committee. Mr. Chair, may I ask a question to Pidea?
Please continue.
Kanina po, Pidea, you said sometime in August 2018, the name of Mayor Tony Halili in the drug list has been negated already. Do you confirm this?
Your Honor, it is an August 2020 list, not 2018, Your Honor.
Mayor Tony Halili was killed July 2, 2018. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And during that time, his name is included in the drug list. Do you confirm?
Yes, Your Honor.
And his name was only negated sometime in August of 2020.
Yes, Your Honor. It was indicated in the August 2020 list that he was negated already, Your Honor.
Can you please enlighten us? Ano ho ba ibig sabihin nung negated?
It is neutralized, Your Honor. I mean, he was killed already.
Negated for the case of Mayor Halili would then mean he is dead already.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's why it was neutralized already.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Part of the testimony of Colonel Garma, it was Colonel Leonardo who has the last say in the inclusion, classification of the high-value target, and the exclusion of the drug personalities in the drug list. Would you know if it is really Colonel Leonardo?
Your Honor, we have no indication that Colonel Leonardo had any clear participation in the making of these lists.
I understand that you were appointed in the PIDEA only during the present administration. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
While the time element we're talking about with respect to the participation of Colonel Leonardo to this drug list is sometime in 2016 to 2019. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor, correct.
Is it because you are not yet in the PIDEA why you could not comment as to his participation in the drug list that everybody has been referring to?
Your Honor, we have a copy of these lists, but we do not have a, how do you call it, a conviction, or we are not sure if Colonel Leonardo had any participation in the coming up of these lists.
Since you were appointed in the PIDEA, Director General, would you know if this drug list has ever been validated?
Yes, Your Honor. There is a process on how it is validated, and this goes up to the executive secretary for it to be, for its validation. When I say validation, it entails whether a name should be deleted, whether a name should be placed on suspense file, or a name is supposed to be retained. And there was a procedure that was agreed upon in 2019 on how this list is going to be validated. And so this is the process that we are following, Your Honor. And to be very honest about it, we have only validated 1,502 of the total of 6,042 names.
So, to this date, PIDEA, the total number of names is still 6,000 plus.
Yes, Your Honor, 6,042.
And that out of that 6,000 plus, the ones validated is only 1,000 plus.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how do you appreciate the genuineness of the remaining 5,000 still in the drug list?
There is a process, Your Honor. It's a very long process, and which starts in the barangay level, and it goes up to the regional level, and from the regional level, it goes to a remedied committee, Your Honor. This remedied committee is made up of 4 members: the Chief of Staff, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, the Secretary of Interior and Local Government, and the Director General of PIDEA. The Secretariat of this committee is PIDEA, Your Honor. And what happens is that we study the names, again, starting from the barangay, then from the barangay it goes to municipal and city level, then up to the provincial, involving all units, especially law enforcement agencies, to determine whether this name should be retained, delisted, or to be placed on suspense file. And we recommend this, and this remedied committee, which is chaired by the Secretary of Interior and Local Government, submits this list to the Office of the Executive Secretary for a decision to be made whether the recommendations will be granted or not, or approved or not, Your Honor. But sometimes, let's just say, for example, in the regional level, there are certain, it takes the regional director, for example, of the PNP, the regional director of the DILG, mostly regional directors, Your Honor. But as I gathered, there were instances in the past that it was very hard to convene all of these people together to sign the results of their validation, and so it was taking a long time. And that's the reason why we were only able to validate 1,502 of the 6,000 plus names, Your Honor.
Given that answer, Pidea, ginagamit pa po ba ng mga law enforcement agencies yung drug list, given the fact that the remaining 5,000 remain unvalidated?
As far as the remedied list is concerned, Your Honor, it has it has stalled for a while because we are waiting for the palace to act on our recommendation to continue its validation. But we are not only dependent on this list, we also have our National Drug Information System, which has names. Aside from that, we also continue validating starting at the barangay level for possible names that are new, names that may have been cleared in the past but have, how do you call it, gotten back to the system of the illegal drugs again. So it's a continuing process, Your Honor. And again, this list goes up to the national level, and this is the watch list that we use in going after personalities in the different locations in the country, Your Honor.
In other words, Pidea, even when we have this drug list unvalidated, the 5,000 of them, you come up with your own validation in cases where you receive reports about involvement in drug operation. You come up with a separate and entirely new validation. Tama po ba yung understanding ko?
Yes, Your Honor. It's a continuing process, and this list is a active list, we may call it, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I wish to continue my interpellation with Colonel Garma. Meantime, I will yield to the other members.
Para sa iba pang karagdagang mga balita at impormasyon, ay huwag po nating kalimutang mag-like, share at comment sa video na ito, at huwag po rin nating kalimutang mag-subscribe to continue supporting us. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, at naway tangkilikin po ninyo ang aming YouTube channel.